Hi, here's my vlog. I'm really stoned. I got weed last night, $5 worth. I just finished it. I cut my own hair the other day. Um, wow. It's harder to do a video. Oh man, I can't do a video out there if I'm this high, dude. Okay, so this is my vlog. Oops, those are my birds. Now they're gonna start chirping, I guess. Anyways. Yesterday was a day where I was organizing, and organizing, trying to put stuff away, and I think I got carried away. I found on my shelves there all of these those strip lights. So I went and put all the batteries in them that I could, and put them in my car, and put the strip lights, all of those, and that I could fit in the car. And yeah, there's one more thing I have to fix on it. I just remembered. And then I came up here and saw there's even more. They're on the couch, so I went and put each of them around, one of them around my Matchbox car case, and then four of them or something. Two of them around my TV in my bedroom, and then three of them around my mirror. So yeah, and I ordered more glow paint, the kind of glow paint that I like, because a couple years ago I bought a bunch of glow paint, two different kinds, and I never used them because I just, burnt out on the project and just put it away, and then I didn't get to it until now, kind of picking up where I left off. And I just put up those little suckers. They were sitting around forever. I think I got those at Safeway though. Those are the little mitts. I had the kind in the tube, and the kind in the the canister, little plastic, and the kind of little plastic canister gobbed up, and so I had to, when I put it in my car, I had to put it around in the places in the bottom that and then gobs, and hopefully it won't fall off. It looks cool, but the tube stuff is more like paint, so I ordered more of that to make it more thick. And I have black lights, one on the left side, one on the right side, and those totally when I turn those on, it totally lights up the car. Yeah, so last night I think I got spun out. I think I got mentally spun out. I think it's reverse last day of school syndrome. That's what's going on with me. I got frustrated that nightfall came before I was done organizing my apartment, finding stuff, and it caused me to kind of I enjoyed myself. I was watching how many episodes? I watched a bunch more episodes of For Those About to Die, man. I love that show. Yeah, I want to do a video review of that, but I think the writing's clever. But yeah, I was like, dang. So I went to get, as part of my chores, I noticed that I didn't have enough light bulbs. I could get more 60-watt light bulbs. I noticed in my little Tupperware, so I drove a block down. At Batteries Plus, they sell uh, 10 light bulbs or something, or 12 light bulbs for like $3. It's like a deal the energy company is doing or something, and I want to go now, but you can only get one copy per time, but you can go down there like every day and get one, and so I should do that. But I also wanted an excuse to get a beer because it was next to a liquor store. Because I like wanted to kind of like relax. 'Cause so I went and got a big Coors Light, and then I went on my deck, and I drank it, and yeah, my mom called when I was out there and relaxed, and then I got the munchies, so I went to Taco Bell. Then I decided I wanted to get weed, like right last minute. I think they closed at like 9:45, so like 9:30. I went to the supermarket and got, man, I can't remember what I got. Oh, I got a lollipop. I got a 75-cent lollipop, and I got $5 cash back. I went to the dispensary, which is on the way to my house, in my car. And yeah, I got $5 a weed and then smoked it while I was watching For Those About to Die. Man, I really like that show because good acting, good writing and stuff, but like well produced. Like I'm just studying it, just staring at my big 80-inch TV. I should buy it. Just studying it, like the background and everything. It's silly that every time they knock on the door, they're like, with a knife. But I'm not going to watch it now, not during the day. So, yeah, so I got... And then I did muster up the motivation to do some organizing and stuff. Last night, even like that. Yesterday, I put my chain rings on my road bike, and every single screw hits the frame. You can still ride it. I don't think I'm going. I don't think I'm going to. I think maybe you need a new bottom bracket, because maybe the chain ring's thicker now or something like that. I got a thicker chain ring, so whatever. I haven't ridden it. I should. No, it would be bad for the frame. So, and then I also drove into the McGuckins to buy wire. I needed wire, strong wire that could go through my bike shoes. I got these bike shoes that only rode on them a few times. And I was riding up the hill the other day, up Old Stage, going home. And they snapped, and I was like, oh man, the buckle. And it wasn't the buckle, it was the actual strap broke. And the plastic was old or something. And so I drilled 4 holes into it and used this wire to go through them both. And hopefully that's stronger than it was before. I can't drill more holes because my mom wanted to borrow my drill. So I was like, oh, hang on. So I had to drill the holes real quick before I give her the drill. But I think it's good enough. Because those shoes are expensive. I think they're like a couple $100. So anyways, so that's, and then I just had insomnia. I was just watching the show really late. I think I'm halfway through episode 7 or something. My attention span's not that good, so I don't Can't watch too many episodes at once, you know. Maybe because I burn my brain out, like, looking at it too much. But anyway, now one thing that I'm trying to do, for the first time is, like, you know, look at my website, study my website. And one really cool part that I want to study is, so this is my cell phone. Let's go down here to degrees. Now if you double click on that, it just takes up the whole screen. And so this is like what do you call it? Flashcards, you know, and you're trying to memorize something. So this is a timeline. Ooh, what's going on with the lighting? So this takes part. Whoa, what? Oh, the phone. Dang, huh? I need to like fix the settings before I do this next time. So this is the actual timeline, and this is Greece from the 800s BC until 322 BC. So it's like 500-ish years. And there are 12 writers in that time period of Greece. And those 12 writers have 41 books that they've written. And it's a total of 10,482 pages. Last time I checked, I should double check that again. 145 hours. But so this is like flashcards, so you get to try to like guess, you know. So obviously, when you hit it, the first one here is Homer, and then Aesop, and so I think like this H, right? Let's see who H is. You think it's Herodotus, and he was in 25 BC. So, and then if you want to go back, you just hit the back button. And then if you want to do like Rome, that goes to the next page. If you want to go to the other page you're working on, that's what you do. But if you want to go to the next one, this is the Roman Republic. From 234 BC to 780, 241 years, 12 authors, 37 books, 9,568 pages, 132 hours. And yeah, it's an actual timeline, so you have to like guess who these guys are and when it was. And this is what I'm trying to do, you know, so I can kind of like that N. Oh man, I'm like high. He was like Nepos. I almost said Nepos. I should have. So he died at 85 years old in 25 BC. I'm gonna have a timeline of these guys. But, yeah, and then you just try to remember 25 BC, right? So that's the 20s BC. And the 40s BC is when Cicero died. And even you could guess 106 BC, so the 100 and zeros BC is when Cicero died. So that would be the 11th century BC. That's when Cicero was born, and that counts. And then all of his books, you could guess, and his career, which would be like the 40s BC, 30s and 40s BC. And he did 19 books. Yeah, so, or you can hit back. And the one that has the most is the Roman Empire. Pagan Roman Empire, which has 36 authors. Yeah. For 503 BC, which is like the same as pagan. I mean, the other Roman, which was like 500s. And then there's Christian, which is still pretty big, 44 or 21. Why don't I have 21 written there? I need to fix that. Huh. And then there's post, which is like 11. Yeah. So I'm trying to get into the habit of like whenever I'm like laying in bed, going to sleep, or I have insomnia or getting up or sitting around, I can always look at that and try to memorize that, because that provides me with oh man, however many people those are, plus their books, plus their birth and death, like hundreds of points for my BC and AD bi-weekly history test. But I guess I called it a fortnight, but then I decided maybe I should call it the Ides and the No-Nays test, because I was watching For Those About to Die last night. Oh man, my stomach is hurting me. Stomach ache. And what's his name? Glabus goes, oh yes, he pays me on the Ides and the No-Nays. So I think No-Nays, I'm going to look on the computer. I guess No-Nays means the beginning of the month, and Ides means the 15th, the halfway through. So, I got my bi-weekly history test, or my fortnight history test idea from the Romans, because the Romans, and I'll explain to you what that is. The Romans, every 2 weeks, did a fitness test. I guess it was a race where they put on, everybody in the army had to put on, and I need to research this. I'm going to do it now. I'm gonna double check on ChatGPT and around. But if this turns out to be false, I'm gonna be like, well, god damn it. Every 2 weeks, yeah, they'd have to put on a 60-pound backpack and just hike 10 miles directly out from the city and then 10 miles back, as to keep themselves fit. So that's I want to like calculate how similar that is in modern day exercise, what that would translate to in all the different sports, how many miles, or lifting weights, how many thousands of pounds that is lifting cumulative. But they would have been doing it on flats, because those roads that go out and back are flat. So yeah, so then what would that be if you were going up and down? How many miles would that be? But anyway, so yeah, I was like, okay, so you do that. Every 2 weeks you do a history test. That's why I want to read this, study up on it, so I get better. I want to get better at it. Doing this history test last time, it made me happy, but I want to do better, and if I don't do better, if I don't improve, that would frustrate me and make me want to kind of study harder. And if you feel like you're over studying, then you can just study the other ones, the other histories, like ancient history. That's going to be fun. And to do it with my timeline will be fun. Because see, like I said, this is the first time really that I've been looking at it. I totally suck at it, dude. Like, if we took the test right now, if I did a demo, I'd get my ass waxed. Like, post-Roman Empire, like B, Boethius, J would be Juvenal. I'm not that bad. Oh, Justinian, whatever. See? I even got the second one wrong. So, yeah, because I wasn't, my website's good and stuff, educational, but it's not maybe exactly the most conducive if I want to score the highest at the test. Because I'd be like doing copy paste and then go to sleep, So I wouldn't, it's not like I'm going to do copy paste, looking at the website, and then like study that very same website I've been studying, looking at the whole day, and trying to do my history thing on it, because most of the time when I go to sleep, I had to go to sleep. I've been up too long, and like one of the things that I need rest are my eyeballs. You know, my eyes are actually like burning, hurting out of my eyes. So I can't look at it, even look at a screen anymore. My eyes can't let me do it. I need the eye rest. So, so now I'm using, you know, my limited eye power to look at screens by studying my own website. You know what I mean? Like looking at it that way. So, yeah, so I need to like wind down. I spent too much money. I go in and got a beer, then I get weed, then I get Taco Bell, then I get. Oh, and then I went back and got 750. I was just let loose last night. Party time, I guess. Like 3 in the morning, dude. I went and got 3:30 or something. I went and got $7.50 worth of candy. I got a big old bag of Nerd Goobers and Skittles, and I ate the Nerd Goobers, and then I like busted in the Skittles, but I didn't eat most of them. You know, most of them were still in there, and like a retard, I poured them all over the floor. And I remember thinking to myself, oh fuck, if my ferrets find those things, they're gonna fucking inhale that bitch. Because they go nuts for sugar, and maybe that'll kill them with constipation. And yeah, and I was too lazy to put them back in the bag, so I got up and then after I got up, right after I got up, my ferret got up because my ferrets kind of follow me. And sure enough, he darts for him. He's like trying to get him, and I had to like pick him up and throw him to the other side of the bed like 25 times because I was trying to put the Skittles back into the bag. And yeah, man, I don't think he managed to. Maybe he managed to lick one, but both of my ferrets are hooked on sugar because I always let them lick my protein powder. Oh, I think I'm gonna have me a protein powder. You know, I get me my protein powder from my protein, and they put sugar in the protein powder to make it tasty. Man, when I order my next protein powder, I'm gonna switch it, even though it's more expensive, to vanilla, because I'm getting sick of this fucking chocolate. I've been doing it ever since the beginning. So what I do is I drink my protein drink, right, and then I throw it down on the floor for my little rascals to try to lick it out, and they just go nuts for it and lick it dry every time. They're like, the sugar, I need my sugar fix, and then they run around, chase their tails, and hop up and try to bite me in the leg and stuff, and yeah, and so they can smell sugar somehow, like. If they see Skittles across, they're like, oh, that's sugar, I know. And they know when their noses are good enough. They know when I'm drinking, whenever I get my drink out, I'm drinking my drink. They can smell it and they run down. They can smell it from like their cages and stuff, you know. So anyway, I need to. There's lots of things I need to do. So yesterday I needed to try to. If I was gonna get another hub, I was gonna try to rebuild the wheel on that mountain bike, and if I'm gonna get a hub, I have to take it apart. So I didn't have. I looked around and I don't have like what do you call them? Spoke wrenches anywhere. So I had to buy a spoke wrench. It was like $5 on Amazon. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna rebuild a wheel, don't you want like the wheel truer? So I bought a wheel truer for $50. I blew all kinds of money yesterday. And yeah, and that's all I can think of that I got on Amazon. Huh. Something's telling me I got something else. Oh yeah, the paint. Anyways, yeah, I really like my car. For $150, those dudes over at Car Toys will like polish out my headlights. I have like a drill myself. Maybe I'll polish them myself. I guess I'll have to polish them myself. I'm so lazy. Once I get less lazy, I want to make my headlights look like really clear, because the car has really good like brand new paint job. It looks really nice, and I love the style of it, man. It's grown on me. It's like my mom painted it a couple years ago. 2003 Mazda Protege. I stuck Badass Edition stickers on it and turbo and I think supercharged stickers on it, and yeah, and a fist to mean like freedom. And I should put like a Russian flag on the and a Chinese flag on it. I'm just no, I should put a Ukraine flag on it. That'd be cool. But yeah. So to make the the width headlights look good would be awesome. I cracked the front of it the other day though. I feel like such an idiot. There's a bike there. Mother room, I have to give it back. I drove in too much and hit the pedal, and it like cracked. Oh yeah, because my mom had like the front rebuilt, I guess, a little bit ago because a deer jumped out in front of her. So yeah, it's like a brand new goddamn car. I love it, man. 170,000 miles, but when I'm inside, it drives nice. I mean, there's a little rattle, but I love how it drives. It's got enough pickup for me. I love how I love the gas mileage, and the it's reliable, and yeah, man. So, I have these spare tires, these spare wheels, and I guess they say the tires are really good. So I want to get like the most badass like snow tires with studs on them, whenever the money, and drive that bitch around. Because I was watching Scotty Kilmer, and he said he's like the best snow cars. He's talking about like Mazdas versus Subaru, and he's like, the best snow cars are Mazdas anyway, better than Subarus, because that four-wheel drive, and even if you have the turbo, but the four-wheel drive makes the car heavier, which makes the car stop less good and go around less before it slides. And what you want is a light car, and a two-wheel drive car is lighter, so just put really good tires on it. It's like, yeah. Like the four-wheel drive only comes in handy if you're trying to like gun it up a mountain, but like, since when are you ever stuck trying to get up a hill, So yeah, I'm gonna like kick the asses of all of the Subarus on the mountains and pass them and double pass, triple pass everybody, because I've got the turbo sticker on the back of my car. Yeah, there's other like householder things that I want to do in my apartment. Now that I'm not working on the website no more, that's not gonna take no money. One thing that I'm really double doggy style interested in is building my bearded dragon cage on top of my refrigerator. If I do that, I probably won't be able to get a roommate though, because people get weird when it comes to like germs. So maybe I just shouldn't try to. I'm gonna have to change. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change the rules, dude. I'm gonna have to get onto my. I've been trying to get a roommate on Instagram. On Facebook. I need to go change the ad and say, hey, I'm gonna have a bearded dragon on top of my refrigerator. Can't do shit about that. Since it's my house. And they'll be like, "Aww." So, but maybe there's other like animalistic people out there, because I'm not just the animalizer. I'm also a plant fertilizer. I have all these plants outside. My mom says not to put them inside yet. I think she's gonna tell me to do it maybe in a few days, but then she's gonna help me. I have like a butt nugget load of them or whatever. So yeah, put them in here and make sure to not overplant them, not plant them wrong, where I always overstuff them. You have to remember to provide a goddamn reservoir, Think to yourself, reservoir, Like you're not just planting a plant, you're also building a little thing where you can make a little reservoir of water, if you want to make a little wet water thing for the bugs or whatever to eat, the birds to look out of or something, and then that eventually seeps in, and then it gets water, because I think I have enough light, Like, those plants those people have been there for like 2 years or something. 2 years. Look how healthy that plant is, dude. It's been there for years. That one too, because they're under that light. And then I have a light in there, and then its twin sister or whatever is there. I have another light there. I have 3 lights in there, as you see. That light, that light, that light, those 2 lights, right? And then that light, and then outside, the outside plants do really well because they get natural light, right? You dig that? Even those ones. Oh, now I'm all twisted up. Yeah. So anyway, so my birds are communicating with one another. I don't know what they're saying, but the blue one is there. And then you have the yellow one, which is the yellow one's checking himself out in the mirror. I need to like clean that mirror, dude. Look at what they did to the mirror. So anyways, I think that one, the yellow one's trying to tell the blue one that he found more birds on the other side of the mirror, but they're like too stupid to realize that that's the same bird as him. And the blue one's trying to tell the yellow one that, no, dude, you're like senile. The yellow one's like, so now they're back at peace. But they're going to have the same conversation like every day. But check this out. Like, I have a... Check it out, dude. Oh, no way, man. Oh. This thing was so hard to catch. Goddamn, man, a monitor, dude. Come on now, don't get scared, bitch. I just want to pick you up, that's all. No biggie. It's all good. Ain't no thing. It's all good, motherfucker. Go! Ah, you bastard. Go! Ah. See, look at that. They're too fast. It's too damn fast. Fucking thing. Whatever. I have to make sure that the the ferrets don't get here. Let's see if I can get him from this one. See, I'm trying to relax and enjoy my life, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, check this out. Let's see if we can get the lizard out. Okay. I'm like a wildlife, I'm like a wildlife scientist, you know? Studying the wildlife. So, there it is. Okay. Hey! 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 Ah! 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 He's getting bigger, dude. This is why Savannah monitors don't make very good pets. I've had this thing for like a year. Okay? I have this thing for like a year and he still wants to kill me. These things are dinosaurs that want to kill you. He wants to bite me. Look at his eyes. He wants to bite me. He wants to kill me. He doesn't like me. He's afraid of me. I pick him up all the time, like every day I pick him up. But I haven't been doing it for that long. I've picked my Savannah monitor. Here, let me fix this. So I have picked my Savannah monitor. I picked my Savannah monitor up and out of this cage like this maybe 10 times in his whole life. 10 times in his whole life. So for the longest time I just didn't do it. Maybe because I was just I was just working on my website and just too busy, not thinking about it. And then slowly recently I kind of been doing it because he's been kind of coming out more, Like when I was doing the video in the beginning, remember how he was already on his heat pad? That was probably because he was checking me out, Like he's a member of the family. He hangs out on the heat pad and like watches the birds, watches me, watches the ferrets. Like here, I'll show you how involved he is in the house. I don't know what sex it is. I'm just calling it a him because, like, maybe you know what sex it is. If you know anything about Savannah monitors, what sex my Savannah monitor is. It doesn't have testicles, so I guess it's a girl. So see, look how involved he is. See, that's where the ferrets come out, and that's where the monitor is, and the ferrets and the monitor can actually interact with each other. They can look at each other through that, even when they're both in their cages, through that glass. I put that there. I could take those things off. I put those there. They could even interact with each other, like physically, like be licking each other, touching each other, because the only thing connecting them is the cages. But I put those there when I had the Tegu, because I had it the smoke machine going all the time, and I didn't want the smoke going into the ferret and like making their poop, because they poop there, stink from the wet. So I should take that off. I'm going to take that off today actually, because this Savannah monitor, I'm never going to have those things on. When I do have them on, I'll just clean out the poop, I don't need to do that. That was when I had a roommate who, I don't know, maybe I wanted to make it more smells bad. So anyways, I also have a pool. I think I'm also going to, maybe today, I want to do a little, I'm not going to set up my bearded dragon cage today, because that's kind of after. I want to get in shape first. The get in shape stuff is priority over bearded dragon cage, but I might want to like figure out, and I just had this idea right now, a way to get my little lizard like proof on my deck, so that he can kind of like swim around. It's too late. It's September. Maybe I should have done it but yeah, even now, look how he's looking comfortable. He's got his hands on my hand. So he can swim around on his pool. He has a little pool out there. I'll show you. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go have my protein drink today. I tied those on there yesterday for the first time. That's like my golden whatever. And that's what I'm going to use to make my bearded dragon cage. And that's the pool. So you fill that up. All that has rocks in it. You fill it up and you have little steps. But I have to have it so I can get him. Like if he climbs in there. I should be able to get him if he climbs in there. And yeah, make sure he can't like climb up the side. So yeah, this is a good thing. Good place for it to let him run around. It's bigger than his cage, and I could let him run around. You know, maybe I'll do it now. But make sure he doesn't have a place to hide. Yeah, I don't like this too much, too many crevices. But yeah, set this up to be able to chase him around, because then he could get exercise and get used to running. I took him into the bathtub one time, and that was kind of fun. He swims pretty well, and so to be able to make that like his, you know, I'm starting to get excited about it, because it's a good way to tame him. I could make that whole deck area my lizard's second home, dude. Like, he could actually hang out there for extended periods of time, like every day, instead of have him in that one cage. Dude, I just had that realization. See what I mean? I'm starting to catch up on my life finally. Instead of having him in that cage, even though the cage is kind of pretty nice big cage, this is a Savannah monitor, dude. These things need lots of space. They're used to running around, and you know why he's freaked out and doesn't like me? It's because I have him cooped up too much. That's what it is. I didn't interact with him enough, and I have him cooped up. I'm treating him like a freaking zoo animal. It's too intelligent for that. It's like I let my ferrets run around, run wild, and to play with me. Why am I not doing that with my Savannah monitor? Duh. Savannah monitors live longer than the ferrets anyway. So this little guy will be around long after my ferrets die. Maybe even after the next ferrets I get after these ferrets die. Because these things, I think, live like, what, 15 years, and ferrets live like 7, so, you know. Damn, dude. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because, look, he would be enjoying this. He'd get used to this. He knows I'm not a predator. I was talking about it with the guys at the liquor store. You can see the tip of his tongue. That means he wants to bite me. At the pet store. See, there's my little ferret coming on down. And they said that once they realize that you're not a predator, then they start messing with you, like biting you and stuff, and like hissing at you or whatever, running away from you. So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up right now, not now, but today, after I organize, because I need to peek into I need to pick up my clothes. I never even picked up my clothes from my bedroom after I washed them a couple days ago. I was like in a zombie state last night. Yeah, and I need to peek into all my different Tupperwares and make sure that I kind of know where everything is basically, and then, you know, clean everything and all that, and then I'm going to get on the deck and make sure that it's like, yeah, approved for this guy. Maybe even throw him out there and let him run around today. So yeah, anyways, so that's what I'm up to. I'm still trying to organize my apartment, you know, and trying to not worry about, trying to enjoy life, you know, not worry about like money, you know, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's all looking at me, so that's great. Look at that. So okay, so that's my vlog for the day. Talk to you tomorrow.